All right, welcome back, everybody, to what's hopefully the second to last episode of this much longer than we expected to series thing. I'm joined once again with my co-hosts Nikki and Gibson. Y'all wanna say anything before we hop in?
Hi.
Um, yeah,
The last episode kind of mentally exhausted us all a little bit.
yeah,
Yep.
with the Leonard
We're
bit, and
officially really deep into this now.
All right.
all right,
Let's just
get
continue.
cracking.
We're starting with
Let's
a
get
banger
cracking
here. Metriacanthosaurus for Eric, who's listening in his car.
Whacking.
Yes.
Hey,
We have to
can
make
you
sure
say
that this is Eric accessible.
Yeah. I mean, just going in the same order that we always do. I don't have much to say about this one. This design from the website slaps. The colors absolutely slap, and they're so unique and vibrant. They translated it extremely well. I like that this one also doesn't have the super wiggly, heavy-footed walk. It feels more gracile. Um,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this
it has a
this,
much better walk cycle, or it's on a much better rig than a lot of
hmm
these kind of wiggly, saggy theropods we've been seeing.
yeah.
yeah. It's
And
that's something I haven't really noticed until we've done this ranking is that how most of the theropods have like horrible rigs. No, you have
Yeah.
this guy who's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
And for an animal that's still based off of, I mean, for every construction that's based off of what, just a few vertebrae for Metriacanthosaurus or something for a
Something like
generic
that.
theropod.
It's something nothing.
It's a pretty design. Just gonna give it S tier. I use this one a ton, and I always use this base skin because the gold with the green on the face slaps. But oh my gosh, it has so many other gorgeous options in this game too for
Oh,
patterns and
yeah.
stuff.
Oh, it's
Um,
got some nice stuff happening.
but yeah, you'll go ahead, Gibson.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty good frontier design. This is a pretty iconic frontier design from this game as well. Like this is definitely one of the good designs, I think. When I think of Jurassic World Evolution, a few things come to mind. My beloved Deinonychus and also other things. But this is one of the good designs that I think of pretty immediately when
Ooh,
I think
that's a nice one.
of the game. And yeah, I mean it's an attractive looking design. I love the website colors are very iconic and attractive looking, and I don't have much to say about it either. It's just solid. I'm gonna give it an A tier.
Cool.
I mean, it's great skins, it's a great critter. Um, it's like the best. It's the most base. What's the word I can use for it? Like it's just like the best generic. I hate to say generic, but like generic theropod in the game. I think
Yeah,
it does it really well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it a low S. I think because it just doesn't like excite me greatly, but it's just like it's a great design. It's great. S tier.
it's
This
going just below the megalodon for some reason.
this
That
design
I
made me notice Metriacanthosaurus. What there is
for
of it to
real.
notice.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a
Oh
good way
Oh,
of putting it.
The
oh,
critter is next.
we have a banger next, everybody.
Oh
Wait,
god.
the way it just stands was really funny. We're
Wait,
just
let
like,
Huh?
Where am? Why
Where
am
am
I?
You got any games on your phone?
I have to draw
Make him run.
attention to the fact that this thing is in the same game as the what's the other little ceratopsian who we put in S tier? The or is it's a
Oh, it's
Pachycephalosaur.
homolocephaly.
Homocephaly.
Homocephaly. Yeah, it's very similar looking, like little macronarian bipedal dude, and yeah, I mean, I have to contrast these two designs together. I have to make people think about the fact that they're in the same universe, and that's really screwed up in some deep moral way.
Yep. Man, what is there to be said about this thing that hasn't already been said? I would really be okay with this if the eyeball was 3 miles in reverse behind it, where it currently is. Just crank that
55
automatic
kills
I
shifting
think I
gear
literally
reverse.
agree with that. I think I would rather it not have an eye on its body than
Yeah,
have it where it is.
I know,
Honestly,
decanonize the leucistic baryonyx from Chaos Theory that doesn't have
it's
eyes
just,
and make this thing eyeless, and it would be so much better.
There you go.
But
the run is really
rough.
funny. Oh gosh.
he looks
Wait,
like
why is he reaching out to grab you like that?
Is
he looks like a predator, not the carnivorous
Come
kind.
back here.
Not the carnivorous kind.
Man,
The stupid
I mean,
arms just flopping around as it walks.
This
Look
is
at
really
the
the
Many
case-
bad things happening.
This is really a case of like one design decision ruining an entire design. Because other than the eye, like I'm putting my finger over my monitor right now, looking at the rest of it, and I'm like, it's fine for Jurassic Park, for what
absolutely.
this is.
Yeah,
And,
it's not that offensive otherwise.
Yeah, but ignoring the eye for a second, why does this thing have to have some of the most gorgeous skin options in the
It
game
has
as far as like
such good
patterns?
skins. It has
And
the
then
best skins
even-
of various
Yeah, that's wrong.
Even the canon skins, like this is a movie skin, and this one is too. And they're like two of the
they're
most
nice.
pretty skins in the entirety of Jurassic Park. I love this one because it's just like Jurassic Park colors, with the yellow and
It is
the
just
red.
Jurassic Park colors. That's really
But
fun.
maybe I like this too because the eye is less noticeable. on the
It is
face.
less noticeable. You can see it less, but
That'll
forward is
help.
better.
Yeah.
This design is pretty good if I can't see it.
Exactly. See, like, I don't like this thing, but I still dislike the Apatosaurus and stuff like that more. I feel like this one has more, like, I can look at it and laugh at it kind of things, other than just be depressed by its existence. And it's got really pretty skins, and I use them in my park still because they are literally microscopic. You just cannot see them, and they just add biodiversity to certain exhibits. I'm giving it a mid to low D tier. The eye has ruined most of it for me because it looks horrendous, and I don't know why people. I still hear so many people saying, "Yeah, it's not right, but it's cute." How is this cute? I'm
what?
How
sorry.
is it cute?
This
it
isn't
looks
cute.
demented. And I
This
think
thing is
Ceratopsian
ugly as hell.
one.
Like the eyes being so far forward works on like a How to Train Your Dragon, like something from an animated. But this is like a realistic creature in a live action movie. That's one of those memes where it's like a creepy realistic anime girl or like a real person with like anime
Yes.
girl facial proportions. It's like this is what you wanted,
get
right?
that.
That's
Yeah.
this.
That's just what it looks like.
This doesn't work on a real animal.
Yep.
I think
It
that's
does
my
look
entire
like-
review
it
of it.
looks like
High
an-
F tier.
It looks like an
High
anime
F tier,
girl.
okay.
High C tier. I like the skins. The models like Frontier tried their best with this one. It's so weird that they like didn't include it in the multi DLC and then like held it for so long. I don't know what their
Maybe
thought
they
process
also
was on
just were tired of making bad designs in their game.
that. They were just like I would make this. High C tier. Like I also do the same thing if I want to chuck it in an enclosure and just have it like be like a small thing running around. It like does its purpose. It serves its purpose. I hated the Aqualops in the new film. It's just this design with a spike on the forehead. Like that's such a missed opportunity, and we could have just gotten like the better
At least-
Microceratus, and it's just the same again.
At least the Aqualops looks like its eye is proportionately in a better place from all of the
No, it
illustrations
doesn't.
I've seen so far. It looks like it's
It-
farther back on the face to me.
Is it? I have to wait to see the film
I guess
design.
we have to wait and see the render though, because all of the illustrations used to promote the film don't look accurate to the trailer, really.
They don't because they're based on the concept art. Like the T-Rex is green when it got turned to red. But yeah, so that's high C for me, and so that's gonna put it.
I will
I'm putting
say
it like
this-
a high D, I guess.
Yeah, I
That
guess a
works.
high D works.
I will say this design
It's
looks much
iconically
better.
bad. I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah, it
It's
is.
sorry, dude. You already kind of said this, but like, it's amazing how one feature on this design makes it so iconically doofy. Like,
Yeah.
it's impressive almost.
It is. And I was just going to say, like, I think Frontier did an incredible glow up for this design because there's no CG model in existence for this. This is, I think, one of the only creatures
Right.
that has screen time and
yeah.
Dominion that's just a puppet. And the puppet looks so bad in every single
The puppet
scene.
is
It's so stiff.
It's
It's
so
so bad.
stiff. It's so bad. Like I watched that movie once. I remember just being like, I remember being like, "Wow, this design looks horrible," and this puppet is horrible.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess this and the Triceratops are two they had to create from the ground up. They couldn't use any previous models because the Triceratops for the 93 film we'd obviously jam model for, and then this guy we don't.
Yeah.
Funny how it's both Ceratopsians. I'm trying to get. Are any other
Yeah.
designs in that camp? Oh, I guess the Dimorphodon from German Dominion as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I make it. Yeah,
That one, yeah.
which probably
I
gets
know.
better off all those.
Wait, the Lystrosaurus, does the Lystrosaurus have a 3D model? I don't think it does.
I think it does. I think they think. No, you're right. No, it doesn't.
I think it's just a puppet they moved around. And that one actually looked pretty good. I will give it that. Leonard looked decent.
That's why he has a name. Leonard.
I love how you just casually referred to him on a first name basis.
It's just,
Yep. Me and
Yeah,
Leonard
it's
are
Leonard.
homies. Anyways,
Of course.
so we don't get exhausted on another horrendous design for a while. Let's move
Yeah, no.
on to Minmi next. Spoiler alert, I do this because this reminds me of a marine iguana.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert, this is my personal favorite Ankylosaur in the game.
Oh.
They have
okay.
a lot of personality. I really like their general silhouette. And this one kind of leans into what we talked about with the Deinonychus, but in a better way of... This one clearly has, like, sea turtle plating on its face. And I like that it's inferred that they were using maybe, like, sea turtle DNA to fill the gaps on this thing. And I think aesthetically it looks kind of cool, too. It makes it stand out from the other Ankylosaurs, and it's also a very unique size compared to the rest. It's small, it's a little more nimble. This one is a very high A tier for me. I use it all the time, and I love their sound design too. I think they're very cute in the game.
I love that they go to fight T-Rexes and then immediately die. I love that they added that. It's really great.
Yes, they're actually like hyper aggressive, and they die to everything.
It's so good.
That is delightful and hilarious.
It's wonderful.
And their skins slap too. Like, look at that.
Yes.
That's cool.
This is the first design we've hit in our whole series where I really feel myself running out of opinions. But yeah, I mean it's a pretty. I don't think I knew this one was in the game. It's a pretty good looking little Ankylosaur. Oh, his run is kind of funny.
His run is kind of funny.
He's
Make
like
him do-
slinking down so low in the front, like he's got to sneak past some guards or something.
Make him do his. I assume that the sparkle one from the bottom is the back roll he does, and the bottom one.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness,
I love
that. That is something.
That's cute.
Wow, I can hear him. Oh. What was the rating that you gave him, Gibson?
I'm still kind of thinking. I think like a B tier. I think he looks pretty good.
Cool.
I'll give him an A tier because, like, he's a fun design. He's great. I love putting him in enclosures and stuff. But just like, I think the face looked kind of weird. Like everything that got pointed out to me, it's just like, oh, it's kind of weird. I don't like. It's not like the rest of the body commits to the sea turtle bit. It's just like, oh no, on the head it's gonna look like that. It's like, okay, sure. Like it's well modeled and stuff. It's just like I don't really care for it. But it's not like it's like detrimental or anything. I think it's just like a good Ankylosaur design, and it looks good. As of something that looks good would look good, of course. So that's like an A tier, I think.
Cool.
There you go. Okay, yeah, I admit I hadn't seen this one really before, and looking at the tiny thing on David's stream, I had not properly appreciated just how sea turtley it is. I don't think it changes my rating. I just wanted to acknowledge it. But yeah. I think I like the head more than I like most of the body. I think, but I do also kind of agree that like it doesn't necessarily fit. But it's kind of neat. I mean, I appreciate the modern animal DNA getting in there. I do. I have to be ideologically consistent with my Deinonychus take. But yeah. So, what a B and A? What did you give it, David?
I gave it a high A.
Okay.
I really
I
like
thought
it.
you gave it an S.
No, I think it's
Okay.
it's still got some of that tree trunkiness in the legs and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I
that's,
was
It does
really
get
noticing.
bringing it
listed
down
Ankylosaur
slightly.
vibes.
It's
That's
still
fair.
better than a lot of the other herbivores.
Oh, absolutely. Sounds be like
I am
a low A.
arbitrarily throwing him between Lystrosaurus and Stygimoloch.
That works.
That works. That works.
I just like reporting the genera that end up next to each other because it's kind
Yeah,
of
that's good.
entertaining.
It is.
All right, Monolophosaurus. We have a Camp Cretaceous design here. Finally,
Oh, that checks out.
Here's the skin from the show.
Ugh.
Not great.
Ugh.
Once again, Frontier hard carrying with their skin design, because this color scheme slaps. I don't hate this design. I think my problems really come down to pronated hands, and I hate the snake eye. Can we stop with the snake eye
It's
on everything?
so
dude?
terrible.
This is a fine Jurassic Parkification of Monolophosaurus, in my humble opinion. I think it would have looked even creepier and less weirdly edgy. But I mean, like, it does look a little goofy, but with the Frontier skins on it, I think it looks pretty cool. I use it a decent amount. This is my favorite skin combo, which is the default one they give you in the species viewer. The green and the pink is really great. I'm gonna give it a high B tier. I still think it's fine. It just has some of those dumb little Jurassic tropes that I'm tired of seeing in new designs all the time.
I think
What's the blue one look like?
as a Monolophosaurus,
that's
it's
a very
just
boring.
it's the arms are like so small and so tightly pronated, and it's got the weird snake eye and it's got kind of a doofy face. It's not too bad. I think I'll throw it a C tier.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Not like a mean C tier, but just like a this is okay.
I'll
Yeah.
throw like in a mid B. I'm always like, I
That's a
should
nice
use this thing more.
skin.
Actually, I'm always like, I should use this more in my parks, and then I don't because I forgot it does that.
That is a cute.
Why does it gnaw
animation.
on its finger?
Nervous habit. It's an anxious creature.
Well, it's actually funny. As somebody who's owned birds before, they did that a lot with their feet when they were grooming.
They do.
They would
Oh,
chew on
really?
their
True.
feet to like itch them.
Huh. That's a shame. Nick, do you
Yeah,
tell
I
that?
remember my budgie. There was points where she would just be like eating her own foot.
Ooh, that's a fun
like, are
skin.
you
The
okay?
yellow.
That
The
is
yellow
actually
and
really
purple.
nice with the pattern on the.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope. Yeah, really good colors.
Ooh. Yeah, like
I feel like we're often surprised by like which random dinosaurs get really good skins in this game.
exactly. I remember it was kind of weird with this pack the way it came out, and it was just kind of weird to begin with because it was like, I think it was like 2 alternate skins, and then like Monolophosaurus was like the only new species. I think was the only.
Oh, it was
then-
Scorpius Rex as well.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, only real species.
Yeah, there's Mono, Scorpius Rex, and then a bunch of skins for like other dinos from the show, and that was it.
Yeah. I recollect now. Yeah, I don't know. It just is. It's a high B. Like it's a top of B. If it had like a good design, it would be like an easy S tier because of the skins.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I wish it was a little bulkier.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks kind of like I keep thinking I'm looking at like a Proceratosaurus. I kind of have to remind myself that it's Monolophosaurus.
I forgot it's really fun animation where it's looking around.
Yeah.
Me and the boys looking for beans.
All right. So where does that put it on the tier list?
I put it in kind of a low mid B area.
It works.
That works.
It's near the
Whatever.
Compsognathus.
All right.
Moros Intrepidus.
Moros Intrepidus. All right.
The BOTM one, because of course. Are we able to get the BOTM colors with this one? I have to wonder.
Black with red on the face, kind of.
Sort of. Not really.
Not really.
Yeah, I mean BOTM Moros at home.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been an avid defender of this design. For an animal that we know only from leg bones, I think it's fine. I think it's a very weird choice to put in a Jurassic movie for that reason. But for a speculative, like, small Tyrannosaur thing, sure. I know that there's inference that it would be proportioned a lot more like the Beast of the Mesozoic one. So this
I was
probably
going to
isn't
say,
what
it's
the animal
based
looks
only
like.
on leg bones, but aren't those leg bones like a lot more gracile than this thing's legs? I don't know.
Yeah, Moros would have been
It
like
is
way bigger.
It is.
Like, the BOTM one size range. It'd be around that.
And this thing is smaller too. But, playing devil's advocate and being like it's a genetically modified one or whatever, I'm like, whatever. It's a decent looking little theropod guy. And now I used to make fun of, and this is going to be a little side tangent here for a second. A shout out to the Skeleton Crew once again for their episode on Moros Intrepidus that they did. But its name means Harbinger of Doom, which I always thought was the edgiest, kind of dumbest thing because it's known from a
It sure
leg
is a
bone.
lot.
But I actually learned that from them the true intention behind that name, which I think is really cool. And because it was only known from leg bones, they named it Moros Intrepidus because it is the harbinger, which means it's carrying the legacy of Tyrannosaurs on its legs to the end of the Cretaceous, which is like Tyrannosaurus. So it is literally the harbinger of doom, like to the Tyrant Lizard King. And once I learned that that was the intention, other than sounding cool, I'm like, I'll give it to you. That's kind of neat.
I don't know.
Whatever.
It's like you could do that with any basal tyrannosaur, and isn't that just T-Rex edgelordiness extending back into the Cretaceous? I don't know. Or
I mean, yeah,
Jurassic.
I mean,
when
it's
is this
still-
thing
it's
from?
It's also
It
just
still
named
technically
after.
is,
It's
but-
also just named after a Greek deity. Also, you can interpret it that way, which is like Moros, but it's intrepiding.
Yes, you can.
Me when I'm Moros and I intrepid.
And yes, I'm not saying that it's not still edgy and a little too
It's-
over the top.
It's
It's more
better with the
it's-
explanation.
It's more well thought out behind the people who actually describe this thing, as opposed to Dynamo Terror or Thanatotherapes.
Oh, it's
God.
not that bad.
Which
it's
I'm
Few
not
things
that-
are.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm bringing this up at all is because I did lump this in with those two, which those were literally the Dynamic Terror, and Thanatotherapes I think is worth, which is just like the Reaper of Death. And I'm just like, bro, come
That's
on.
a bit much, isn't
It's
it?
so like it's almost so absurd that I love it. Like the
It's so
Reaper of
absurd.
Death.
And I mean, like, Harbinger of Doom is still over the top, but the
At least
more poetic reasoning behind
Thanatotherapes,
it.
not to get stun locked, but at least Thanatotherapes has like it has a nice phonetic flow to it. It rolls off the
It
top.
does have a good
Dynamo
turn.
Terror sounds like a freaking typo. Like that
Yeah.
one always
It
just
does.
gets me.
And that's one thing I'll give Moros to, like, just the name Moros on its own, I think has, you know, it's short,
It doesn't
it's
sound
got a
bad.
nice mouthfeel to it in a way. I don't know why everybody and their grandmother puts its species name after
don't know.
Moros. I think Moros on its own is fine, and it's kind of a
and
neat
it's kind of a
dinosaur
cool
name.
Yeah,
But I'm
it
like,
has
Intrepidus
Yi-Chi
makes
syndrome,
it...
but without the understandable justification.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like why?
Even though understandable justification aside, like Yi is also just really funny.
Yi is very funny.
So more people should just call it Yi.
Yeah.
There's also like an answer called Z, which is like even I think it's like ZXY or something.
Oh no, Zibby with the B, ZBY.
It's Zibby.
Is it Zibby? I think it's Zibby.
Is it Zib? Hold on, I have to look this up. Zibby.
Zibby dinosaur. Yeah, it's Zibby. It's a sauropod.
Yep.
Is that like
That's a
camera
great
saur?
name. I think it's like a random Titanosaur. No, it's not a Titanosaur. It's a
Turiasauria.
Oh,
It's a
gosh.
Turiasaurian sauropod.
That
Whatever
doesn't
that is.
help. I don't know what that is.
Trusting that word of Turinosaurian.
Oh, it's
Um,
from the Larinha Formation in Portugal.
Oh.
Interesting.
I like your name.
Spicy.
Zibby.
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 It literally
Zibby.
sounds like
Oh, the
someone
full
was
name.
combining a bee with the noise a bee makes. Like
It's called ZB Atlanticus. That's actually a pretty fun name together.
Atlanticus.
That's a fun name.
When your species
Anyways, oh my
name
God,
is like
Sunlock.
5 times longer than your genus name. Anyways,
Atlanticus B.
anyways, just to rank this one quick, I'm not super attached to it. It's grown on me for it existing. I think it's a fine design. It doesn't do anything in the franchise, and it doesn't do much for me in the game either because it's so tiny that I can never really appreciate it. I'm giving it a high B again, like Monolophosaurus. Actually, no,
Oh.
low A. This one does have This one does have a much better. I think this has a much better aesthetic than the Monolophosaurus overall. It feels a little more modernized in texturally.
Probably does. I
Anyway,
think
go ahead.
my biggest problem with this thing, and I don't know, like it's probably one of those things that isn't necessarily impossible, but the tiny derived 2-fingered tyrannosaur arms on this thing just
Yeah.
disturb me to my core and always have.
That is a good point.
That's a good point.
I don't like that decision. It's a very weird choice. Otherwise, it's okay, but again, it's like It's Moros. It's iconically only known from that set of legs, and I feel like it doesn't even really do the legs justice necessarily. Mm-hmm. It's not terrible, but it's just weird. Like I feel like the arms and the hands especially just feel like someone stepped in and said like, well, you need to make it clearer that it's a Tyrannosaur or something.
Guys, look, it's the dinosaur Jurassic Fight Club Nanotyrannus.
Oh my goodness.
I'll accept it.
I just made it blue. Show.
I'm sorry. Continue.
I think I'll go a high C tier for this one because it is decently attractive, but it's strange. It's off-putting.
That's fair.
I'll give it a I think if I had 3 fingers, you could just use it as like a die-long. Like it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I like using it like a baby
better with
T-Rex.
a tail fan too.
Yeah, tail fan would be fun. Well, actually, I kind of like the rat tail. It gives it sauce. Even though it kind of fits it. Even though it kind of gives like ornithopod with like a weird scaly tail. Oh my gosh, the run. That looks way better in game. Actually, the legs feel like they're really being captured there, and their weirdness just in this animation. Yeah. Oh, he stands. Like bottom of A, I'd say. Like it's just fine. But yeah, sure.
So we got 2 A's and a C. I'll put him at like the top of B, I guess.
Yeah, that works. I can be okay with that.
I was actually struggling to find this one in the images for the tier list, but then David kindly by accident switched to the right skin for me to recognize it.
Yep. All right, we got a big one here, Mosasaurus.
Oh goodness gracious me!
I'll put this on because it doesn't have good skins. All right, I'm gonna give another shout out to the Skeleton Crew because they just released their episode on this one, and I feel like this whole series is just me referencing them, but please go watch them. It's kind of
hard not to.
They have a brilliant YouTube channel, and they give me so much insight into everything.
They have way more insightful thoughts about these designs than we ever could. Please do.
This whole series is just like our opinions for the most part.
I think my Deinonychus take is the peak of insight personally, but whatever.
Yeah, sure, Gibson.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. No, you're right.
Tell yourself that.
I was never a big fan of this design, but I mean, Amelia just did a 3-hour episode for the Skeleton Crew on this because she's a Mosasaur expert, and she ranked this pretty highly for being a Hollywood design. Her main takeaway was get rid of the crocodile scoots because it's dumb, and Jurassic World does it all the time. And when I actually sat back and was looking at this, I was like, if you just removed those, this would be such a better design.
It would make a huge difference.
Like I think it would just be borderline fine. Like even she said the skin texture is kind of elephantine, but Mosasaur scales are like so tiny that you couldn't properly render them at a scale in this game anyway properly.
That's fine.
So that's fine.
Monitor lizards are wrinkly.
I think one of the things that I grew to appreciate via watching their video and listening to a Mosasaur expert's opinions is the fact that they actually paid enough attention to include the second palette of teeth on the upper roof of the mouth on the Mosasaur. Yes. And it was just little stuff like that where I feel like they seem to have captured the skull shape of Mosasaurus fairly well. I think what it really comes down to as far in terms of the movie with this one is this one has become a meme as far as size inconsistency goes.
Yep.
Like it's literally a kaiju in some scenes, and in other ones it's like
in
more.
Fallen Kingdom, it's like
it's funny
bigger
to me,
than legendary
like
Godzilla.
The size, it's really funny to me, not just because it changes size, but the frequency in which it does change size.
Yes.
Like it can just be like shot to shot. It is drastically different. It is so funny. Like it has so much ironic enjoyment. It's such a critter. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's vibrating.
Or whatever.
Continue.
Yeah, but I mean, like you zoom out here, get rid of those spiky nodules on the back, and that's a decent Mosasaur silhouette. The real dragger for me in this game is I would use this thing way more if it actually had better skins, especially the patterns. Like, the patterns don't do anything.
Oh, look at that ugly. Why is it green? Oh, they need to fix this for 2
It looks
weeks.
crusty too.
It looks it looks like old toothpaste.
Yeah.
It does.
Another thing I kind of like, that's kind of cool actually. Another thing I kind of like in the movie is this one does make pretty whale-like noises, but I do like in my head canon for how I would like the Jurassic Park canon for creating these creatures to work, as we've discussed. I think it would be cool if the Mosasaur from Jurassic World was spliced with blue whale DNA, and that's why it's so massive, and that's why it makes weird whale calls. If they actually expanded on that, that might be neat. Besides that, it's kind of crusty. It's not great, but it's not awful either. I'm just giving it right smack in the middle of C tier. I don't use it a lot.
That's fair.
But you go ahead, Gibson.
Yeah, I mean, I've never liked this design. It's never been one of my number one, like, hated Jurassic World designs, but it's not great. It's pretty crusty. It's got the crocodile scales. It's kind of trying to have a fluke, but part of the fluke shape is just spikes, which is weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it does have the second palette of teeth in the roof of the mouth, which is cool. But the teeth are also just, like, very, like, gnarly and widely spaced in that kind of, like, very Jurassic World designy way. Yeah. I think I'm feeling similarly to you. Like, I think, like, a low C tier for me, for this one. Because it's not horrible, but it's just... It manages to be really unappealing to me while not really being that wrong. And, yeah, that's kind of it.
Mm-hmm. I also just have to say briefly to add to my thoughts that I also feel like I'm softening up on this design because, oh my gosh, what a glow up they've given it in the Rebirth trailer. Like, even just looking at the face and everything, like, it's smoothed out, and also the toys have shown they actually gave it a tail fluke, like a proper one.
Yes, and the Rebirth design is proof of how relatively close this one was to being completely fine. Like,
yes.
Yes.
Because it's not that different. But the changes made a big difference.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
What ratings did you give it? The both of you gave it
a middle C and a low C, I think.
Yes.
Okay. I'll give it a top of C, bottom of B. Like, just knowing that the other one's coming, which it looks like really wonderful. Like, overall, even though its face anatomy is kind of horrible if you look at it a little closely. They gave it like a theropod, like the Fenestra.
Well, don't look closely. It's Jurassic.
No. Not this design, but the one for Rebirth has like a giant, like, shrink wrapped, like theropod head. It's kind of cursed. It's bad. If you look at the trailer, it's like, oh gosh. It's just a theropod head, but like it looks so fun. And this is just, it's fine. I had the same thoughts too. It's like after watching your video on the Skeleton Priest video, I was just like, it's just okay. I just don't care for it. I'd rather use Tylosaurus any other day of the week. It's gonna need a glow up, and thankfully that glow up is coming. So I put it in high C.
Windows Defender summary. That's important, I guess.
What?
Sorry, you know what this... I just got distracted by notification.
You did too.
Welcome to the club. You know what the skins are missing in this? I just realized as you guys were talking.
What?
Counter shading. Most of the marine stuff in this game actually has counter shading, and this one, I mean, it kind of has it in the face, but all the way from the neck back, nothing, and it makes it look weird.
Yeah,
it does make it look.
It looks more like a swamp animal than a.
It does
look
like a swamp beast.
And the crocodile scoots don't help.
They do not.
I hate the green on the mouth. Like, that looks really disgusting. It looks like
he's been eating pond scum. He likes his duckweed. They call him Duckweed McGee in the sticks.
Bro was feasting on Shrek, dude.
He's been in the swamp for sure.
Shrek just asking, "What are you doing in my swamp?" And there's a kaiju-sized Mosasaurus.
All right.
DreamWorks, just let us write the next Shrek movie, okay? We've got the ideas.
Oh man.
Speaking of green.
All right. Anyways, I mean, DreamWorks has the Jurassic license now because they do Camp Cretaceous. So there you go.
Oh my
no.
God, that show is their fault?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. I have something to blame them for.
Anyways, Muttaburrasaurus, one of the few Australian species in this game. I don't have much to say about this one. I'm generally feelingless towards this design. I think it's fine. I don't know that much about Muttaburrasaurus to even comment on like its anatomy. I think this is maybe a little too like chunky for it, compared to the prehistoric kingdom design, at least. It's fine though. Its skin slap as far as the diversity though. Like you can do a lot with it. I do kind of like that the stripes are mainly on the tail. It's a different vibe from the other dinos. That's actually quite nice right there.
I'm just doing some like brief Wikipedia research.
Me too. I'm doing the
yeah.
exact same thing. I was looking
because I was curious if the arms were supposed to be that small,
Yes.
and it does seem like they are. Like this is a very bipedal, small-armed ornithopod.
I looked up the
I didn't see that coming.
and I trust that.
It's
design.
a very hadrosaur-coated ornithopod.
Yes. Well, I think it's related to. It's not a hadrosaur, of course. It's like it's outside of that. It's like the run was. The run was.
What?
Look at the neck. Look at the neck. It looks like what? If I imagine
That's a
a giant
great skin,
ornithopod running,
actually.
I think it would look like this, just bad and horrible. I would not like that creature approaching me rapidly. No, it's a little scratchies. Oh, that's cute.
But yeah, so it does seem like it is an iguanodont of some sort, maybe.
Oh, he's very respectful.
He is. He's
Look at
very
him.
polite at the dinner table.
One thing I will give this design
Yeah.
is I feel like I have to give Frontier props for not giving it like the big like bony casks over the nose like Walking With Dinosaurs did back in the day, because I know that was dispersed pretty quickly. Like it's just literally skin over the face, which is nice.
Okay.
I need to use this
But-
guy in a park soon. It's a really fun design.
It is. It's fine. I give it a high B tier. I like the colors a lot.
Wow, Walking With Dinosaurs does give it like a hornbill casque.
It does, yeah.
I never noticed that. That is something. Oh, I'm supposed to talk about the design in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a kind of another difficult one to have like strong opinions on, but it looks pretty nice, honestly. Like, I'm finding myself surprisingly favorable towards this one. I think just looking at like some more like up-to-date reconstructions of Muttaburrasaurus, like it looks fairly not obviously wrong, which is good. Yeah, I think I'll go like a high B tier because it looks pretty nice.
Sweet.
I give it an A tier. I think it's a pretty great just design for Monolophosaurus. Just overall, just really wonderful. Has some great skins. Just a really pretty guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of it feels like the Metriacanthosaurus of the herbivores. Like it's just like a really really good
Yeah.
critter, and it's just like I don't really feel strongly about it. Like to put it in S tier, but like it's just good. It's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's very
That's
polite
fair.
when he's sitting,
That's fair.
which I like.
Yeah. All right.
Oh God. Ugh.
Oh, no.
Nasutoceratops.
This is not the Metriacanthosaurus of the herbivores.
This is not.
I don't know
All
what
right.
this is. This is like
hate
a
it.
bison from an experiment gone wrong.
It's
You know
the
what this
new
looks
mutant.
like? This looks like if Nasutoceratops was a boss in Doom Eternal.
That's weirdly specific.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I see it.
I feel like the actual film design looks better than this. Like I
It
don't
does.
It
remember
does
looking
seem
this
even
bad.
dumpier here than it
Like
should.
I feel like about how Big Rock it had sauce to it. It was moving around all fun. Like
Yeah.
there's something wrong here.
It's not. It's not great. Yeah, like look at this.
Oh God. Oh.
Gosh.
Oh. the sack of potatoes it's returned from the
Jurassic
the Apatosaurus.
Ceratopsians are just sad, just consistently depressing.
They look sunburned. Oh my god.
Okay. Now here's the thing: the Jurassic Ceratopsians are horrific, and it makes me sad because they were like one of the coolest dinosaur groups consistently. But I will say I think this is the best design by far in terms of the movie design. Like, I do think Frontier gave it a downgrade here. It's not great here. I also, while the female design for this one from Battle at Big Rock has a more accurate Nasutoceratops head shape, I think I prefer the male one aesthetically from that short. I think the male one looks pretty cool from what I remember of it. I could be.
I don't remember any. I've watched Battle at Big Rock one time.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a helpful image that contains all these designs I don't remember.
Yeah, if you could throw it in, in the chat, I'd love to refresh myself on it here.
I'm assuming the male is the one with the like weirdly flat, like chasmosaur head.
Oh
Yes.
no, it doesn't look as good as I remember it looking.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like
as
its
far as-
mouth.
I'm not feeling it personally.
It looks even worse here. I think Frontier actually helped it a bit. Look at the muddy feet.
I actually revoke what
The
I said
muddy
about
feet.
that, and I like the female one more. I think my favorite out of all four of them, including the Frontier design, is the Battle at Big Rock female still. I like the textures on it there better.
Yeah, that's like critter.
Yeah,
Okay.
the male is horrendous.
The male looks really bad. I don't remember it looking that bad in the short film. Then again, I've not seen that in years.
Then again, it was
yeah.
in the dark.
It was also in the dark.
Yeah, well, and see, that's one thing that short film got right, that they hadn't gotten right since The Lost World, is you put your animals in bad lighting. That's how you'd make them look good.
Exactly.
And I'm still a pretty avid Battle at Big Rock defender. I thought it got across a decent vibe for being 8 minutes long or whatever.
Yeah, it's better than like all three Jurassic films. What? Huh? It's
Yeah, all the three
It
Jurassic.
is. It's
It is.
less dumb.
And there's no like A-tier list, like, or not. That's not the right term, but there's no like mainstream actors in it either.
That helps.
I just noticed that the eye spots are like scales. When you zoomed in there, like they're not
They are.
Oh,
They look like
what?
eyes growing out of the frill.
It's weird.
I don't like that. And one thing I was just going to compliment on the canon design for this one is I do, besides that, if that's an actual thing in the movie, I don't like that the eye spots are scales. I'm going to pretend like they're not for the sake of my compliment here. But I do really like the way the patterns look. I feel like Jurassic designs typically don't get very interesting patterns, and especially for a Ceratopsian. I like the red on it. It's sad that this one has to be like my favorite Ceratopsian design by far in the series because it's not great.
Yeah.
But it's I'm giving it like a mid to low C tier. No, low C. Low C.
Low C.
I don't hate it. I still use it occasionally in the game, but it's not good.
I really underestimated how bad this design is. Like,
too.
especially looking at the male again in the movie. This is like based off the female, so it looks more like the actual animal, but it's dumpy and weirdly proportioned, and the eye spot scales are really cursed. And I'm honestly feeling my well-known hatred for another design that we might get to today, kind of seeping in with this one. Though this is not as bad as that, but
That's
it's
cryptic.
not good. I'm gonna give this a high D tier because it sucks.
I
That's
agree
my
with Gibson.
review.
This Spinosaurus does not excite me. It insists upon itself. Oh my god!
Ugh!
It does the right
Mid D,
It does the-
low D for that.
Actually,
what is
no.
that?
You know what? I'm not ranking.
does the correct-
I'm forgetting
it does
that
the
I'm
right-
not ranking
hold on,
the
hold on,
movie
hold on.
design. I'm ranking this. I just want to revert my. I'm putting this in high D.
What is
I'm
the
ranking
textures
the
are
game
glitching? Look at the at the bottom of the. Oh my! What is
Ew.
going on to him? Oh.
Yeah, his whole stomach is flickering in and out of existence. There's a glitch in the Matrix in this thing's gut.
This is bad. Oh
That
my
is,
god.
I think that's the single worst sitting animation we've ever seen.
The funny part is that it's doing the good sit, because the
It
design
technically
is. But the design is so bad. It doesn't even look right. Look at. Oh, just zoom in on the neck and the arm there and connecting. Like, look at the way that the neck is like folding into the arm. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so heinous. Oh.
Low
you know
D
what?
tier.
Top of F.
Top of. You know what? I'm gonna go F as well. If you're that brave, I'm gonna be that
I'm not
brave.
brave. I just like this design.
Oh my god.
This
This is terrible. This is terrible in
put it?
every way.
I can't, in my
So
good
it's-
conscience, put it in the same tier with like the Dimorphodon and the Apatosaurus.
It reminds me of the
When
Apatosaurus.
at
Fair.
least the shaping of the head is still very much Nasutoceratops.
That's fair.
I can't. I can. Like, sure, like, if you cut off the rest of the body, like, the head is good-ish, kind of. The rest of the body is just the Apatosaurus again. Like, look at this critter.
This misproportioned elephantine lump.
Look at it from the side
Yeah.
again. It was just, like, wait, make it run.
Its body's actually too long. I don't like its long tail.
Oh,
Yeah. All the ceratopsids in
Look at
Jurassic
the
have
tail.
these weird long tails.
they do. Yeah, no, that's a. So where does that put it? That's 2 Fs and a C, I think.
You guys win. I think it's top of F. Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
top of F?
That's where I'm putting it.
Gibson.
It's the guy!
Oh my god, a good design!
Yay! We're out of the slump.
Oh, I'm so excited to talk about this one. This one is so... I don't really have much to say about it, but look at him.
I'm gonna leave the stage to you, Gibson, because I feel like you have the most opinion to throw around on this one out of the three
do
of
I?
us.
All
But,
right, go ahead, Gibson.
this is I'm just gonna get my ranking out of the way. I think this
Yeah.
is on paper this should be a strange, dumpy design, but I think it's delightful. It has a lot of character, and it's one of my favorite sauropods in the game. And I'm gonna give it at the top of A tier. I use it all the time. And you go ahead.
This
Best
is-
sword-
this
it's
is
probably the
bar
best sword
none-
in the game.
One of the most iconic... Definitely one of the best sauropod designs in the game. It's one of the most iconic dinosaurs in the game for me. Like, this is right up there with Basilisk Deinonychus as, like, one of the first things I think of with Jurassic World Evolution, as just a weird, iconic thing they did. Yeah, I mean, like you say, on paper it should be kind of weird and dumpy, and I don't know that it's necessarily the most accurate Nigersaurus. I don't know if we actually said its name, by the way. As you said, David, it really is on paper, like, kind of dumpy and doughy and weird, but it is just so charming. Like, I feel for this one what fans of the Amargasaurus feel for it, where this is just a charming, adorable, weird, chubby little sauropod, and I love it. The anime, can you make him run? Because I remember the run on this thing just being... He's just so, like...
Look at him!
It's not even that goofy. It's just really cute and charming.
It's really cute. Oh,
Yeah.
He's like a big fat
For me
dog.
personally, this has to be like a low S tier. I love this dude. I love this dude so much.
Yeah, this isn't easy. I want to give it S tier, but the feet are bad.
They are, predictably.
Predictably bad. Like he looks very displeased. Oh no, he's
Oh,
nodding.
his
Okay.
face is so good.
Just Jar Jar
It
Binks.
captures Nigersaurus so well. Oh, he's gonna graze for us. Yeah. I it's not like it's like, I don't think in concept this design is a questionable, because it's a pudgy guy, and it works because he's a pudgy guy, and I like him. I'm trying to think, is there any other sauropod in the game I might prefer to Nigersaurus? I don't think there is. I just got
I
the top of
think,
my head.
based on our tier list, we don't even have a sauropod in A tier, let alone S
Yeah.
tier, and there's only 3 in B. And there's
I
a
might
lot below that.
Yeah, this is the best sauropod in the game, I think, Nigersaurus. So I'm going to give you a top of A tier. You're very fun. I like making kind of like elephant enclosure, like elephant-esque inspired enclosures when I'm
Yeah.
putting them in parks, and because it's kind of gives the same vibe. Great
It
skins,
does.
just really fun sauropod design. No notes, really. So besides the feet,
It's
It's
the
delightful.
feet are bad.
One.
The back feet are actually really good. The back feet look really. I find
Yeah.
them,
Oh yeah, they look
The-
great. I never noticed them before.
Yeah, the back feet look really wonderful. It's just the toes on the front feet.
Yeah.
Which I like. Do they have jiggle physics? Yeah, they do. That's bad. Okay, but you know I'm not looking at that. So, high A.
Paying attention. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay.
And yeah, that was a delightful reprieve from whatever the Nasutoceratops was.
Moving on to Nodosaurus.
Ooh.
All right, so I'm gonna put this one on because I think this is fun.
Ooh.
and
Oh
vibrant.
god, he's flayed.
What?
It kind of looks like he's been skinned.
It does. It looks like the Predator has had his way with this dude.
Can
Is
we
there
give a
another
less
pattern?
vibrant red?
I know. Oh, the green. That was a nice blue green. That was.
Yeah, I mean
like
that.
the blue.
I don't dislike that vibrant red. It's crazy. Like he looks
is
almost
crazy.
deep fried.
God,
Yeah,
thing is
this one
great
has some really
colors.
fun skins compared to the first game, especially with like the armament on the back. But one thing that's interesting about this one is it's called Nodosaurus, but the armament appears to be more inspired off of Borealopelta.
Yeah.
So, which is fine. It's just a little strange. I think this is fine, honestly. Like, I thought this one was super boring in the first game, but in this game, since they shrunk it down, made it more appropriately sized, it's one of my sleeper favorite Ankylosaurs. I just think the intricate art patterning on the armor is very nice. The skin choice in this game is such a glow up. I'm going to give this one a... Oh, that's cool. That's like a frosty one.
That's
I will
really
say-
cool.
1 minute
Oh,
of,
there we
of,
go.
of Wikipedia research later, we have very little of this animal, so
They're
I
like
think
nothing.
they are kind of in the clear to
Yeah.
armor it based on another genus.
That's true. I'm gonna give this one a high B tier. Honestly, higher than I thought I would put it, but now that I'm just looking at him and I'm remembering like the choice we have for colors and stuff, he's a delightful little guy. He's got some elephant leggy syndrome going on, but
Yeah,
we're used to
as
that at that
expected.
point.
Yeah, this
Those
one is
worst
not.
offenders.
This one is not too bad. I mean,
Oh gosh.
I think when I first saw it, I was a little more negative towards it. I think just the Ankylosaur kind of design style in this game is just not the most inspiring thing. You know, I'd like to see one Ankylosaur in this game that's appropriately low and wide. But regardless, I mean, this dude's pretty decent. I think I'll give him like the very top of C tier, to almost a low B, because he's fine.
I give it a low A. I think it's really fun Nodosaur design. I mean, it has stupid feet and stupid legs. Yeah, but like otherwise, that's a pretty slight little Nodosaur. Hey, it's got bright colors. This guy
It's
goes.
got
this
very
guy goes to the
bright
club.
colors.
I really love the colors. This guy goes to the club. I like him. That's not a low A for me.
Yeah, all
Nice.
right. I'll kind of wedge him in just into the middle of B, I guess.
I think I'm gonna go through and revise a bunch of like my favorite skins because I'm discovering a lot just from doing this series. And
Yeah,
playing
no,
with the
right?
skins more.
Yeah.
And I really like this like frost-tipped one.
Nodosaurus
Okay.
time or Nodosaurus time.
Nothosaurus compared to
No,
Nodosaurus.
though Saurus.
No, thou Saurus.
No, that
Make sure thou knows thou Saurus well.
All right,
Oh, he's
so
so silly.
this is a Camp Cretaceous design, but it's honestly harder to tell with this one. I think that Frontier translated the cartoon model a lot better with this one, and now I know this is something we talked about a lot. Gibson is like the teeth looked weird, but Nothosaurus is one of my like favorite marine reptiles, and that's just actually what its head looks like. Really,
It looks like whiskers.
it had crazy teeth, and I have a skull of this one at the Amherst College, the Beniski Museum. of
You
Natural
have
History.
a skull.
I was gonna say, you have a skull.
I don't own the skull.
You
I
personally have Nothosaurus.
I was gonna finish my sentence with I have a skull at the Benesky Museum of Natural History near
No,
me.
it was funny. Come on.
It was funny. I don't own an actual skull. That would be illegal. But,
Disappointed.
Oh, come on. False poaching. Come on. You should get
Come
into
on,
it.
be like Nicolas Cage. Buy that Tarbosaurus.
Yes. But yeah, this is just kind of what the skull looked like. Very flat. The eyes are pretty far forward. The nostrils sitting on top. The teeth do go that far back on a lot of the skulls we have. And I think these little fangy bits under the eyes, I don't think those were there from what I remember. But Jurassic Park, whatever. It doesn't look horrible.
The hell, sure.
Yeah, I think this is a fine design, and one of my favorite parts of it, too, is Yes, there are two bioluminescent
that's
skins.
really cool.
There's a pink one and a blue one, so I love swapping these out and making, like, synthwave enclosures with these guys. But, yeah, I like this guy a lot. I'm just giving it, like, mid to low A tier. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this one is definitely it's distinctly the weakest from this little, like, update, because it came out, I think, with, like, the Shoney and the Dunk and stuff.
Yeah, it did.
But it's pretty solid. I mean, for being a Camp Crap design, like, it's for Camp Cretaceous, this is, like, triple S tier. Like, it's a fine-looking Nothosaurus for the most part. I think, I'll go, like, high B, because he's pretty good.
I'll think him a high B. I also prefer him without the pattern. I think the stripes and the weird splotch look a little weird.
Yeah.
It kind of
Look nice
feel
patternless as well.
I like that the black.
Oh, there we
one
go, with a little bit of gradient.
Ooh. Yeah, no. The white pattern I'm not too bothered by. It's just like it's just something of. No, it just like has like two colors two pattern ideas going on at once. I don't really like it a lot. I mean, I don't really care for the glow in the dark skins. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't.
Banned.
I don't. Banned. Okay. I see.
But glow makes serotonin do thing.
Sure. You. As for serotonin, no. I'll give it.
For serotonin.
I'll give it the top of B.
That's fair.
I probably out of the two creatures that actually use the lagoon rock, like it uses it, like it makes the most sense to use the lagoon rock way more than Archelon does.
It does,
because it makes sense why it would go up there, and it just kind of looks fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't love the patterns. I think I've just excused them just because the glowing ones are cool.
That's a fair excuse. I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really mind the patterns, but yeah. So an A and two high Bs. I'm giving them the top of B tier.
Okay,
that's very fair.
That sounds pretty fair for this guy.
All right. Now, time for me to get up on my high horse.
The horse in question.
Olorotitan. Put this on because this is gorgeous.
That is a really nice crest skin.
It is. It's so good with that color brown. It's like such. That's a good chocolate bar. If you got a chocolate bar and it looks like an Olorotitan like this, then it's good.
I wouldn't want to eat a chocolate. I wouldn't want to eat a chocolate bar that has purple on it. I think I'd be a little concerned.
Well, grape.
That sounds
Grapes
more
don't
disgusting.
usually glow like that.
I think your chocolate bar has some shimmer in it. I wouldn't want to have that guy.
Are you 100% sure this is chocolate and not pure uranium?
Don't knock it till you try it. Anyways,
of course.
So for those of you who don't know, Olorotitan is by far my favorite hadrosaur genus. It's my favorite ornithopod. It has just such a satisfying head shape to it with that crest, and the fact that it was massive, and the name as well, Olorotitan. Such nice mouthfeel, and the meaning Titanic Swan.
Such nice mouthfeel. I'm sorry, I can't let you get away with that unscathed. Anyway.
Shut up. Anyway.
It has good mouthfeel. It has good mouthfeel. I agree.
Yeah,
Olorotitan.
And Olorotitan, yeah. And the name translation to Titanic Swan just
That's
perfectly
good.
encapsulates what a hadrosaur
That
is
is
in
nice.
my mind. It's just such
That's
a beautiful name.
It's really
Um,
nice to see, like, not a Maniraptoran with a name that references a bird.
Yes. Yep. And I don't dislike this design, but I feel like it's not chunky enough. I think it's appropriately large in terms of size, but it doesn't give off like this is a big hadrosaur vibes like it should.
Yeah.
The texture is a lot better in this game. I remember it looked really smooth and plasticky in the first one. And oh my gosh, the skin options in this game are just absolute. Like, look at that. Just absolutely delicious.
That's gorgeous.
It's so good.
Even though I have my gripes with this one, this is one of my favorite hadrosaurs. Oh, look. It's one of my favorite hadrosaurs in the game. I use it all the time.
So
I'm
pretty.
so glad that it's as pretty as it is for being my favorite hadrosaur, even though it's like a pretty niche one. I'm giving this one a low S tier. I think it's just a very pretty design, and I use it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really nice looking hadrosaur design, and we've already had at least one good one with the Edmont. So Frontier's doing pretty good with their duck bills. Yeah, I mean, as you say, this is a really cool animal. I do agree that like it could feel a little bit chunky. It could convey a sense of like big, bulky size a bit. Okay, especially with the run.
Yeah.
But yeah, the skins are fantastic. I mean, this is just a really attractive looking Hadromasaur. I think how high do I want to put this one?
Oh, the sleepy
Hadromasaur.
eyes. I never
But
noticed
what?
the sleepy eyes. Look at the sleepy eyes.
Oh, he
What he
gets
said.
tired.
That is
He
really,
looks very
really cute.
disinterested. That's really cute.
I think I'm also gonna go like a low S tier. This is I kind of forgot about this one. I'm shocked at how much I like it.
It is a really pretty hadrosaur design.
Oh, the
Ah,
skins, dude! You just keep flicking to different patterns and stuff, and it looks amazing.
I know
I'm not-
they absolutely cooked with this one.
I like that pattern a lot with like the weird kind of like blue, like the kind of like harsh white. Ooh, that
Yeah.
green one was really fun. I'll give it like, oh, that's like really fun. It kind of gives Priestess, if that makes any sense. Like that one. Ooh, I need to use this. I need to use this critter. I give it like a mid-high A. I just sent a picture in the chat of what it looks like when it's like standing normal, like how a Hadrosaur should, and it looks way better in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't properly take into account how they just went like obligate biped with this one.
Yeah, it's
That
the,
is
the
unfortunate.
bipedalness. The bipedalness is taking it down for me.
That's a good point.
I can see that. That's fair.
Yeah,
I think
so
with
this
the way
is
they
gonna be
did the
a-
model, it works visually, but
it saves it.
you know.
I can get behind that, though. I think for me personally, I like my Hadrosaurs correct.
That's true.
That sounds crazy.
Nikki's like, me personally, I like when things are right. But
Yes,
you do you.
personally. Yeah, you can be completely incorrect, but that's fine. No,
It's okay to be wrong.
it's okay to be wrong. No, it's not. You need to be right 24/7. This is a fine A tier or lower type. No, not fine. It's a pretty good critter. That's some pretty great skins. But yeah, that's a high A for me. Just a pretty guy.
I'm putting it at the top of A then, just above the Nigersaurus, which
I kind
don't
of like
know.
it without the pattern a little bit. Like there's something I like about it.
The body looks kind of nice. It's just that the patterns on the crests are so good and delicious looking. Like they
I love
look
the
like
white
popsicles.
stripes one. Yeah, that's
That one's
so.
Ooh.
real nice. With the black eyes.
yeah,
It looks
that's
like that-
really, really
I
cool.
think that Monolophosaurus has a very similar skin to that.
Oh my goodness! What? Who? Why?
Have you seen
This
Alright,
dude
so-
goes to the
Did you
gym
see the other
3
one?
times a day.
Did you see the other one?
No, we'll wait for his reaction to that one. Wait.
Okay.
That's the one that's supposed to have like more of a reaction.
Yep.
Oh
wait.
no!
What
You-
is
you-
going on with Ouranosaurus in this game?
Just wait, honey.
Because this
Just
one's already
wait.
wild.
Anyways,
Just you wait.
this is the frontier
Anyways.
design for Ouranosaurus. It's crazy. It's a platypus. And honestly, okay, so first of all, going along with like why I like the Minmi and stuff for like the subtlety of like it's got sea turtle DNA. I like imagining this thing as platypus DNA, and I honestly love its head because of that. I think it's got a lot of character.
My gosh.
Its body is weird. It's so muscular for an animal that I think should look more elegant.
I mean, you know, some like iguanodonts, including Iguanodon, do have big arms, but I don't know that this one should. I'm gonna do some.
Just look at the prehistoric king. Just look at the prehistoric kingdom one. I think this is actually where we. Yeah, just look at the prehistoric kingdom one. They're usually correct about this kind of thing. So
they are. The prehistoric kingdom one is definitely just not Edmontosaurus, Ouranosaurus.
The prehistoric kingdom Ouranosaurus is Edmontosaurus, of course.
It is definitely Edmontosaurus.
Oh dear.
No, but see, like between the two of these and then like my childhood game Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, I still give it to J-Pog for Ouranosaurus like as my headcanon design. I love that thing and I love its sound so much, and I wish that the Frontier design looked more like that. Maybe even just that design with the platypus head. I wouldn't hate that. I think it's got character. But it's just lumpy. It's weird. I don't really like how the hump goes down into the tail instead of just like I don't know.
It is the buffest Ouranosaurus I've ever seen. I've never seen an Ouranosaurus reconstructed like this. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, the patterns are kind of weird too.
The patterns are horrible.
They can give it cow
really
colors,
hate the patterns.
I don't know, kind of. I don't use it a ton. I'm gonna give it just smack dab in the middle of C tier. I like its head. Besides that, I'm very much indifferent or just dislike it. The scale texture is really nice, though. If you zoom in, like really nice, tiny little teensy scales that catch.
Dude, that's actually my issue with it, but I'll get to that.
And look at that.
Oh, he's running.
That is a decision.
It's the gorilla. It looks like a gorilla when it's running.
It literally looks like a galloping gorilla. Yeah, I mean, you say C tier. This one's hard to quantify. I mean, I ordered an Ouranosaurus and the waiter brought me a buff platypus. I mean, it's crazy. This is just this was just a Frontier design. I mean, then again, they did the Deinonychus. They do crazy stuff occasionally. But still, like, that this was uninfluenced by a movie or anything. Like, this just came out of the ether this way.
The ether?
I can't... There's part of me that kind of loves it, and part of me that just wants to throw up. I'm, like, really hard conflicted.
That's why I was struggling to find words for it myself. I have a weird soft spot for it, but then I look at it and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, it's baffling. It could almost be a so bad it's charming situation, but it might just be so bad it's bad. I feel like I need to like.
It kind of gets like a pop-up figure that's like almost the animal, but it just manages to like in a weird way. We're just like, what happened here?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go C tier as well because that puts it roughly in the middle, and I don't know what to think of it. So just throw it in the middle.
I think that's a good decision. Yeah.
I think like the bottom of B, top of C, the skins on this thing are horrible. Oh my god, it's just a platypus. Oh
my gosh, that run at that angle. Goodness gracious.
Oh, I'm making a meme of that later. Oh my god. Oh my god, this...
Come on, Fido. Come on, Fido.
This thing is something.
This design is strange. I dislike how smooth it looks from a distance. It looks really weird. It just looks like it's a flat pancake creature. See, like, I think I would like it way more if, like, its skins, like, highlighted its display feature. I would, I like, smacked my mouth when I said that. But, like, it just, like, oh yeah, we'll just throw some splotches on it and call it a day. It's like, what? Like what
The
happened
patterns
there?
do look just kind of randomly thrown on it. They don't.
They
They
feel
don't
like
look like they were. They don't look like bespoke patterns for this
they
animal.
don't. This animal isn't until I can't unsee how it
This
looks like a
buff
gorilla.
platypus is not bespoke. There's your episode title, David.
The Ouranosaurus is not bespoke. Bespoken Ouranosaurus? Question mark? Question mark? I put it at the bottom of B, like the dead bottom of B. Like, cause I just think it gets B
Okay.
for like the bamboozlement I get from being bamboozled by the gorilla. Like, just if you just make it like just entirely black, it just make it the gorilla. You just get rid of the pattern. Just make it a gorilla that runs around.
Here you go.
Oh god, the gorilla.
There
He's
it
here.
is. Who hit my cat? Yeah.
Oh, Gibson, are you ready for the next one?
I maybe not based on what I've heard.
3, 2, 1.
The this dorky ass. I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to start censoring me now. But hold on, go back to the profile view. Why is it so fat yet so skinny? It's like one of those skinny guys who, as he gets into his 60s, he gets like a beer gut, but his arms and legs are still super skinny. Like that's this dude.
I'm just gonna jump
like,
to this.
I mean, cheers. It's all the issues of the other design reversed to the extreme.
Yeah, like it's got this huge, fat, bulging torso, and then all the limbs and the tail are like spindly and uncomfortable, and his little
Has
head is
human
just like,
teeth.
"Hello, my name is Sandal." I
My
don't
name
know.
is Sandal.
I don't know what to say about him.
I need to
He's
make-
bizarre.
I need to make-
So this has to be Camp Cretaceous, right?
This
Yes.
is the Camp Cretaceous canon
Okay,
design.
yeah. I was gonna say, this is clearly
I need to
Camp
closure
Crap's
of the vanilla JWE Ouranosaurus and name it Gorilla, and then name this one Sandal.
Sandal.
Also, look at the molars
human-
it has in its mouth.
Human molars.
No, dude. Yeah, this dude, like, this reminds me of a Papo figure where, like, the proportions are so wrong in different ways across the body. Like, one thing that would happen when I would review Papo figures is I would struggle to articulate how the proportions were incorrect because you'd have to, like, first pick a part of the body to keep the same and then change everything else around it because not a single part of the body is correctly proportioned to itself. Like, this is a similar one where I'm like, do you make the torso smaller, the limbs bulkier? Like, where do you even start? What part of this design would you keep if you were fixing it? Like, I
Start
have
over.
no idea. Start over. That's good advice in general, honestly,
Start
for
over.
this thing.
I love the stupid like triangle, like the it's pyramiding on the head. Like it looks so stupid. Oh my god! Now this is it's the complete inverse of the other design, where the model is horrible but the skins are nice. It's
Yeah, the skins are a lot more like easily digestible on this one.
yeah, the
I'd
skins
say.
are actually whenever I use this guy, which is sometimes I like the skins. Their skins are quite fun. It's kind of a weird
The
design.
green is very
But,
like he's very pea soupy. The tail is
No.
so short. Oh my gosh.
Yep, it
Dude, the
is.
tail is so short.
Please transplant this onto one of your ceratopsians. Thank you.
Please do.
Yes! It would look better on that Nasutoceratops from earlier.
Just swap them. No, yeah,
Anyways,
I mean,
rankings.
we've already communally ripped this to shreds. It's bad. I'm putting this at the top of F tier. Like, this just offends
Really?
me as an enjoyer of sailed animals.
It's terrible.
The skins do not save it for me. And yes, it doesn't, like, I think Ouranosaurus, thanks to, like, looking at Prehistoric Kingdom and even older depictions, like in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, is a very elegant looking animal with a very unique display structure, and I'm sad that this game has ruined both of the chances it had at that elegance.
You had two
they had a
shots
chance
and
to make
you
it good
missed.
twice, and they made it
Yeah.
worse the second time.
They
Which
did.
it wasn't their fault, to be fair. This was DreamWorks model.
I know,
Yeah.
but still,
When you put it that
the-
way, goodness.
the
Yes.
human molars, I will never understand. why they gave it human molars. Like, just pause it when it's...
Wow.
Like, what happened there? Like, it just
that was in the show, too. Like, it was. There's a close-up of it roaring at one scene, and it just has full-on human molars going down.
Also, I think in the show, if I remember, they're, like, hyper-aggressive. Like,
yeah,
like,
they're trying to kill the kids.
Yeah.
That makes this so much better that we're looking at a murderer.
Yep. Yeah, high F for me.
I love this, this frozen posture you have for it. You should just keep this entire time. It's really wonderful.
It's like a Renaissance painting. Yeah, this is.
Oh,
this is crazy. I wasn't expecting it to be bad in this particular way. Like, it really is amazing to me how similar it is, how much it reminds me of a lot of classic Papo figures that I reviewed back in the day, as far as, like, the proportions are so wrong, I don't know how to describe the ways in which they are wrong. I think despite that, I can't quite go F tier for this one. I'm gonna go bottom of D tier. I'm looking at what we have. This one's too fun. Honestly, it's too fun to look at compared to the other F tier designs. But I'm putting it just above.
Yeah, you're right. Given my consistency for what I said in the Microceratus, I will do the same. Bottom of D.
Bottom D. Yeah, I think that's
very
fair.
Impulsive of me.
I mean, I understand the impulse. Believe me.
It's comedic,
but
it's
I do look at it
heinous. This is creatively bad. Like,
Yes.
I kind of coined that term in this series. It's creatively bad. Like, the human molars, the, like, weirdly shrink-wrapped, like, sail, the spindly limbs, like, especially, like, in juxtaposition next to the Frontier version, it is hilarious of just how... It's just so heinous. I feel like I can, like...
I honestly feel bad for the Frontier. Like, I genuinely feel like I should have been nicer to the platypus after looking at this.
That's what I was laughing at. I was laughing at you reacting so, like, severely to it. Like, you have no idea what's in store.
You have no idea what's coming.
I had no clue.
So yeah, that's a bottom of D for me.
Nice. That is just a clean bottom of D sweep. It's getting below the bad Chronosaurus.
Oh gosh,
or the Liopleurodon, whatever that is.
Liopleurodon. I was gonna say Chronosaurus should not be down there.
All right. We have a fun one next. Oviraptor.
The way, like, we had, like, zoom in.
I know, it's so small. I'll put on the movie skin. I think people were really harsh on this one. I think mainly because I think it was getting a lot of unnecessary hate early on because it was wrongfully so put into the trope of eating eggs on screen, which I'm like, come on, guys. But then again, that is a stereotype, and it's whatever. But I'm not denying that they wouldn't eat eggs. They probably would. They definitely would have. But that's not their exclusive diet. Stop feeding into that.
Get it feeding into that. Knee slapper.
Yeah. I'm just going to say this is a stunning design, especially for being a canon design, minus the arms. Like, if it had proper wings on the front, like, I think this is a beautiful Oviraptor design for the movies.
Especially, this came from Dominion.
This came from Dominion, which, to be fair, had some banger designs in it, but still.
I guess it did have a few.
I love the tail fan so much. I love how much they exaggerated
Wait, hold
that.
on.
Like, it's huge.
What banger designs? I guess the cats. But
There's the cats.
The cats.
And?
I'm a fan of the theory, but that's not, like, I wouldn't call that a banger, you know?
Yeah.
There's
I can't wait to take a shot on the Therizinosaur. What?
Yeah, well, you just wait, Gibson. I'm gonna have to balance that out. I might let you vote first so I can retaliate. No, I'm sorry.
So you can know how high to rank it.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I would have given this a B, but seeing.
Yeah. But the movie skin for this one is already great, but my goodness, Frontier skins, like, you have, like, the entire rainbow spectrum, and then you've got all these patterns to work with.
Rainbow spectrum.
Yeah, it's lovely. I like just the white with this blue on the face, honestly. I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
Low S tier for me. I use it all the time. It's one of only 2 Oviraptors in the game, and I think it's small enough to where I don't notice its scrungly hands all the time, and it just looks nice.
Yeah, I mean, this one is certainly one of the best designs to come out of Jurassic World Dominion. I will say the arms take away from it quite a bit for me, like seeing the kind of bunny hands on an otherwise very modern-looking Oviraptor. It's kind of giving Disney's Dinosaur a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
But he's not bad. Definitely not as good as the Gigantoraptor, but still good. I think I'll happily give this one an A tier, like just a middle of A.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I give this guy middle of A. Great skins, great animations, great character. Just the arms are kind of stupid.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a kid's animation.
cool.
It's a good lad. Good lad.
All right. Pachycephalosaurus is next.
Ooh.
Put on the movie skin because I'm honestly quite fond of the movie colors. Just that tan with the blue
Classic.
patches on top. It's very classic.
That's classic.
Now, see, like, I grew up with this being, like, pretty much even outside of Jurassic Park, every book I had and every piece of media, like, had Pachycephalosaurus that just looked like this, kind of dumpy and kind of basic with just the Friar Tuck head or whatever. It's fine, but new Pachycephalosaurus looks so cool, and that's what actually made me fall in love with the animal more, is, like, the prehistoric planet stuff, the Beast of the Mesozoic style designs. It just looks so much more metal than this. This is, for the time, for mid-90s, was fine. And I think it looks gracile enough as well. It could have looked a lot dumpier. I'm going to give it a low B tier. I think it's okay. The skins aren't... it's actually got some pretty nice stuff. Oh, I didn't know I could do that with the pink.
Yeah, you go,
kinda
oh!
That's kind of fun. Yeah, low B tier for me.
Yeah, this is definitely like a classic design, and I gotta admit, it kind of made me sad when you scrolled onto it because I went, oh, it doesn't look that good, does it? Like, it's definitely one I remember. It's definitely one I think most of us probably remember more fondly than it deserves. Not that it's a terrible Pachycephalosaurus, but it's very of the times. It's very dumpy and kind of sluggish looking, and some of the proportions are outdated or weird.
The head is really bad. I'm like noticing it.
The head is really
not great.
boxy and kind of.
The snout in particular is very strange. Oh, look at the shoulder.
I think.
Ew. Does it have the same run as Deinonychus? Oh, no, does its body do the weird thing? Where it has like the raptor run. I'm pretty sure.
Kinda does. Not quite as bad.
Yeah.
I think I'll give this one a high C tier. It's not terrible, but it's not really good either.
I'm finding this time I'm agreeing a lot with Gibson. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it's nostalgic, like as like a classic Pachycephalosaur design, even though it's not very good. It kind of gives old Chinasaur in a way I can't really describe.
It does.
High C. Like when the Sticky Moloch exists, and that's the Pachycephalosaurus, it's like, why would you ever use this in your park?
Yeah.
Actually, we'll get to my opinion on that after.
What?
Oh, well, we'll get to my opinion on that when we get to Sticky Moloch.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's right. We haven't done I think I said Stygimoloch earlier. I meant Dracorex. I was talking about our tier list.
Yeah. So that's a high C for this one.
I'm a fool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's about where I'm placing it. Below the buff platypus, for anyone curious.
The disappointment. Oh, you sick fellow.
We used the word dumpy prematurely, guys.
We did. Go ahead, David.
Frontier had yet another opportunity, especially since this was one of the only ceratopsians that was added in Jurassic World Evolution 2. We had an opportunity. We had Microceratus, technically.
Well, like, as a frontier species, it's the only one they added, I think.
Yeah. Well, in that case, if this is their only new design for they dropped the ball. I mean,
Yeah.
we could have had a really nice looking Ceratopsian, and I'm a big Pachycephalosaurus fan. I mean, it's obvious they went for Lacustai with this one, with the middle row of
The dreaded
spikes there and everything. Really long tail again. Really weird humped
tail.
torso.
Bison
really,
shoulder hump, yeah.
really weird tall face. When I put a brown skin on this one and remove the pattern, it reminds me of Alf.
It is literally Alf! Oh my gosh!
It
Yeah.
does look like Alf.
I'm shocked at how well that comparison landed
It looks
for
like
me.
a mud.
It's him.
It does.
My gosh.
Oh, it looks so boring.
It's yeah. I don't mind. The skins are pretty nice.
Cool frill patterns. I'll give it that.
Yeah, it's really cool for patterns. Probably the best, one of the better skins for the Ceratopsians has like Chasmosaurus maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's either a low C or a high D. I'm gonna give it a high D. I really just, as a Pachycephalosaurus fan, it's not great. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean it's no Spinoceratops, but it's similar in some way. The weird bison shoulder hump, the long tail.
Oh God!
God, it looks like he's dying. Like it looks like he's running to the hospital for something
into
grave.
the off colors and to make it run like
Oh,
the
you're right.
sleep.
Oh my gosh.
This is a sack
it's-
of potatoes.
The design is not that horribly wrong in that many specific ways. It's just dumpy, sad, typical Jurassic Ceratopsian stuff. He's really throwing it back when doing the sit.
You know, I think it's on the same rig as the Sino. I think that's what's hurting it.
Yeah, it probably is. I'm also gonna go like high-ish D tier, I guess.
I'll give it like a id C. Like it's just that, and it just disappoints me because it could have been so epic. Like Frontier, if you add another Ceratopsian for your next for the JWE3, lock in and make it fantastic. Like please lock in. Add like I don't know, like Centrosaurus or something, and make it look like the coolest thing ever.
Like Stellosaurus.
We have Microceratus in the background of Fallen Kingdom as a skeleton, so
do that. Make it epic. Make it have like really muscular limbs and like a tight body and like a really like tight texturing and stuff. Not like it's the Ceratopsian that's shaggy and has human eyes. I hate the eyes on the stupid Pachycephalosaurus. You're stupid. It's stupid. Look at the stupid eyes. Like bulging like a skull. I hate you stupid Pachycephalosaurus.
I wish they held off on this one until closer to JWE3. So, at least maybe if it was this design and they put like the woolly thing on it, like the feathery bits on it, even though we know that they didn't have that, that might have been an aesthetic.
It would have
saver.
covered it up a little bit.
Yeah, like
no,
it would have been an objective improvement.
It would look like a soggy yak.
Soggy yak.
I think that might be better than this, honestly, though.
you wager a soggy yak might be worth more than this Pachycephalosaurus.
How do you wager on a yak?
The proportions are so bad, and the feet are still so elephant and stuff. I'm just like, bro, just cover that with hair.
There's also like hair on the feet.
So
like
your two potential episode titles so far are "This Ouranosaurus is not bespoke" and "Soggy Yak."
Yeah.
I like the Ouranosaurus title better. But yeah, this is the bottom of... Top of D.
Parasaurolophus. And we're going to end on this one today because we just realized we probably need to do some more episodes.
Out of time.
Yes.
There's
recording
too
for 2
many
hours.
damn dinosaurs.
There's too many hadrosaurs. There's too many saggy potato sacks.
Why did we commit to doing this, Alp?
Okay.
I don't know.
This was a terrible idea.
This was horrible. I should have never pushed David to do this.
No, I think this is This has been fun overall. It's just been
It
more of a
has.
commitment than we expected.
No, absolutely, yeah.
It has been fun, though I am getting more tired every episode. Every episode I find myself just like
I get
tripping
the
over my
skeleton crews,
words
like-
more and just like running out of things to say.
I get the skeleton crews like fatigue. Like I can imagine doing this for like
yeah.
100 episodes. I think I would actually be so tired.
Imagine doing a 2-hour episode on each creature, like they do.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, he's so polite. Anyways, Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus.
Parasaurolophus.
I just have to. We have some designs to go through, or mainly 2 designs. But so I'm gonna
He has a
speed
sleepy eye,
run my
too.
thoughts on this. Yeah, his sleepy eye is really cute. I think this is a lovely design, and I also think the colors are lovely from the Lost World. They're so iconic. I just associate
iconic.
Parasaurolophus with these colors all the time in my head. And I think Frontier, honestly, even from the movie, did like such a glow up to this one, silhouette wise.
Yeah, for sure.
It walks bipedally
Absolutely.
like the Olorotitan, but I mean, just looking at it like down here, I'm like, that's a Parasaurolophus. That looks great.
That's such a good para. It's.
Great skins too, wonderful colors.
Ooh,
you
look at
can
the
pick from.
blue was really fun.
Oh yeah, like the blue, like
Yeah,
that.
that's like. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Lots of really great stuff you can pick from
The
this
pink
one.
was
Even
fun, too.
patternless. It looks really good.
Yeah, no.
And then very
I
briefly,
haven't looked at this design.
well, that's the
I
Jurassic
forgot
Park 3
this is in the
Parasaurolophus.
game.
Yeah,
I
it's the Jurassic
forgot.
Park.
Oh
that
my
this-
gosh.
And then
I forgot that this is in the game at all. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
That's crazy.
And then we also have from Camp Cretaceous, which is one of their, I think, better decisions for how elegant these animals are.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Oh,
it's broken.
wait. Oh no, it's broken in the species viewer?
I
Is it
forgot the
another
species view
broken?
broke. But there's 2 different
Aw.
glowing skins for this one that are lovely. They glow pink, and one of them glows like a pale, like bluish with some pink on it. And then we have the Dominion
My
design,
go!
which
My
is
go!
also really good. Actually, speaking of go to
Yeah.
Dominion designs, this is a really good Parasaurolophus.
That's a really good pair for all this design.
I didn't realize how different it is from the classic Parasaurolophus. It's got so much keratin on its head.
It
Yeah,
does.
right?
It looks so
think
different.
it's-
when
And
you
I'm
do it.
okay with
It's
it.
great. And then we also have this color that was also in the background, which is kind of an homage with the stripe to the old design.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
as well, which might be my personal favorite, is this Okapi looking one that was in the
I
background.
love that one.
A few times. This one
Oh.
is really nice.
So I will say the tier list just has one Parasaurolophus, so we are ranking all these together.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Because it's not technically a body type. It's just
It's
like
just
skins.
it's just
They,
skins.
they should really do that for the next game. That'd be a great body morph. Frontier.
I agree.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm gonna give this one a very high A tier. It's got some weird Jurassic Hadrosaur things going on, but it's a lovely design. Both of them are. I like
It
them
really
both.
is. I mean, yeah, I'm feeling more positive toward this design than I even expected, and I knew I liked this one. I think it's one of the nicest, probably, I think bar none, the nicest looking classic Jurassic herbivore design.
Yeah.
And
never
it's
looked
a good
bad.
pair. It's bipedal, which is strange, but the Lost World colors are so good, and Frontier has done like an insane job, like just oversaturating them here, making them look beautiful.
right? Oh,
I'm
that's so
loving
pretty.
that. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yeah,
It
I would
is a
say
different
also like a
color.
solid A tier from me for the Parasaurolophus. It's very nice.
Can you go back to the skins? I don't think I ever, like when I touched this game, realized it had the 1993 and 1997 skins, or 2001 skins. I don't remember seeing this in the game at all. I was just completely missed this.
Yeah.
Are you sure you never modded or something? No, because it's definitely in the game.
No. These were
That's-
originally added with the Return to Jurassic Park DLC from the first game, and then they were in the core game for this one.
That's
I
so
think-
funny.
This is 1997 on it. I think this is the skin from the Lost World movie, and then I
Okay.
think the saturated one was popularized from the toy from Kenner.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
because
I mean,
this
it
looks
looks
more
better.
appropriate. It was very brown in
Yeah.
the movie scene it was in.
There also might be a variation, and it's like one version of the variation that's going on here. I'm not surprised. Yeah, no, this is like if this was separate from like the Dominion one, like I put this at like mid A, and then like the other one in S tier because I love the Dominion one. I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like just the copy one is just stunning. Like that's
this
just
one.
wonderful, and like it's something kind of like alien about the head that's like really interesting to me. I don't know. It
I
gives
also
like real
the
animal in a
deer
different
eyes
way.
they gave it.
Oh, it's have deer eyes.
It's got the horizontal pupils in there.
That's
really cool.
so
Oh,
lovely.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna get. I'm gonna put it the highest of A tier, like the top of A tier, goes to Parasaurolophus.
I think that's about where it's going to end up then.
Oh, the scales look great on this model too.
Look at the
honestly,
scalation.
it doesn't change the ranking, but I'm gonna put mine up to a low S tier because I feel like I haven't given this design as much attention as it deserves.
You know,
it's really
I'm
good.
gonna kick mine to an S tier as well. If you're kicking it to an S tier, I feel comfortable
Damn.
kicking it to an S tier.
Low, just for this one.
It's going
Yeah,
to the
low.
bottom of S tier then.
That's
Which
also a good
I think
place.
it deserves. Like honestly, I'm surprised at how enthusiastic we all are for, the Jurassic Parasaurolophus. It doesn't
was
seem
part
like
of
it
an
would be
awful
that exciting,
sequence.
but
A horrible sequence. Oh my god, that scene is so bad. Where it's like, Owen's like he's riding a horse and he's like lassoing Parasaurolophus to do something.
And then he's
like,
walking it on a leash for some reason.
it's so weird. And the hand meme is so obvious that it's like, oh my god. And like, oh no, it's the poachers are gonna get the Parasaurolophus. And then nothing happens. And then like, I just remembered that this entire subplot happens in the film. Isn't there like a subplot where a bunch of guys are like trying to poach Parasaurolophus and they kidnap the girl and then they end up in Malta and then they all die? I feel like that happens.
Know.
I don't know. Parasaurolophus, why did you invoke the Dominion? But you're good though.
I'm saying it
You're
right
a
now. If
good
the
critter.
Hammond collection makes a figure of it in this colors and it's good, like the recent Hammond collection figures, I will get it.
I'll get it too.
'Cause I really like it.
I'm very
I
tempted
will
to go
appreciate it from
I'm
a
very
distance
tempted to
and
go
continue to buy zero Jurassic Park or World product.
Anyways,
All right. Anyways,
thank you all for thank you all for watching once again. We probably have 2 more episodes left, but regardless, thank you both for trekking through this journey with me. It's been enjoyable, and
absolutely.
I love how you started this episode with, this'll probably be the second to last one, and then we're ending it with, 2 more episodes.
There's 2 more.
there's 2 more. It's fine. I mean,
It's
we have
fine.
a
You
lot
all
of-
love these, right? You just
Well,
want this
fine.
series to go on forever. Anyway,
But
thank
anyways,
you for
thank
watching.
you.
Bye.
Thanks for
Bye,
watching.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.